It is my absolute pleasure to be joined today by author Richard T. He's the author of the newly released book, Living a Dream. And so, Richard, tell us about the inspiration for you of why you wrote this book.
Yeah, good afternoon, and thanks for having me on. The book was basically inspired of a dream that I had, and that's not any relation to the title of the book, but I woke up from a dream one morning, and I turned to my wife and I said, "Boy, I had this real interesting dream last night, and never written a book. I read a lot of books, and I travel a lot for my regular job." But I read a lot of books, but I've never written a book, and I think I'm going to try and turn this what I dreamt about into a story. And not ever having done that before, I pulled from a lot of autobiographical history and visions that I've had and places I've gone to and things of that nature to try and develop and craft this story that I hope is interesting for those who pick it up and decide that they want to get into it.
That's incredible. And so, tell me more about this book and about the story itself.
So the story is basically a middle-aged man, hence the autobiographical side of things, ends up winning a radio contest, and he goes to an event that he's always wanted to go to as an adult. And by going to this event and just being who he is, it leads him on this journey that allows him to live out a childhood dream. So it's definitely got it's a written around a baseball centric idea, and which is evident obviously on the cover of the book itself. But I think it's very relatable for anybody who's ever had those childhood dreams and just never really got to be able to do that, and because life takes us in different directions. But some of us, you may be able to have an opportunity to go back and actually live out that childhood dream, and that's what the basis of this book.
Well, I love the idea behind that because you have me sitting here thinking of things that I'm like, what did I not live out? It
Mhm.
makes you think. So I think it sounds like a wonderful book. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us today about you, the book, or the message within the book?
Sure. Well, definitely within the book, as I get older, I have kids of my own, and my parents are getting older as well too. And within the book, there's a subtext of the middle-aged man telling this story as he's an older man as well too, to his son and his grandson as well too. And I just hope that those who read the book, um, really take to heart. Everybody has a life story, and we shouldn't lose that as we get older and generations pass on. We should pass our stories on to the next generations, so they're able to know their family history, and because everybody's life and life story is important, and I think their next generation should be aware of that.
Well, I think that's great. It's a great message within the book. I think the book sounds amazing. Let's let everyone know where they can purchase this book. It's available online everywhere books are sold. It's on Amazon, Apple Books, Reader House, online at Barnes and Noble, all the places. It's easy to find. Living a Dream by Richard T. And Richard, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today.
Thanks for having me.